Alright lads, this is Winlads Gaming. Today we're going to be discussing the Premier League table as the Premier League is almost upon us. It's releasing tomorrow. Let's go. First game, Fulham Arsenal, 12:30, So, it'll be rude not to do the predictions for the Premier League table, because I know I'm going to be an idiot, and I'm going to look like an idiot in May. Or whenever, if there's another lockdown, I could be reviewing it in October, next October. Who knows? But yeah, so let's get into it. So 20th place, I've gone for West Bromwich Albion. Now, people are going to be like, Lewis, they've gone for good signings, but it's not enough. Yes, they've signed Matheus Pereira from on a permanent deal from Sporting Lisbon. They've also they signed that West Ham youngster, I think. Mark Noble wasn't too pleased about him going, so he's surely a good player. I don't know much about him. I'm sure West Ham fans did. The West Ham players surely did as well. The manager obviously didn't see anything special or spectacular in him. So yeah, I've gone for 20. I just don't think they have enough quality to not concede like more than they're just not cut it for the Prem, in my opinion. I could be looking like an idiot and slapping my head, but yeah. Anyways, moving on. 19th place I've gone for is Fulham. Now I've just yes, they've signed Alfonso Areola from PSG on a loan, I believe, which is a great signing, superb, but I still think they're 19th, because I still don't think that keeping most of their players and bringing a few youth stars, no, you wouldn't even call them stars, youth products to fill the bench, But if you look at Sheffield, yes, they had a top quality goalkeeper, and people knew that because he was top quality in the Championship. But people were like, is he gonna? Yes, Areola's probably proven to be a better goalkeeper, like highly rated at the time. Dean Henderson was coming into the Premier League last season, but I just don't think there's enough quality there. It's more individuals in Fulham than it's a team, in my opinion. So that's why I've got them in 19th. Now, 18th position is quite a controversial one. I've gone for Crystal Palace. Now, people have got them in like 15th and 14th, but I honestly can't see why. Yes, they've signed Eze from QPR. But like, is that gonna move you up 4 places? I could be, again, I could be looking like an idiot, which I'm gonna say for every prediction now. But I don't think they have enough quality. Their defense, in my opinion, is not good enough. Yes, Mitchell, they've played him quite recently. Van Aanholt's injured. Nathan Ferguson's also a good signing, but I just can't see them. And I think Zaha's going to crumble as well, so I'm going for them 18th. Now, 17th place, again, another controversial one, which I don't really understand why. I've gone for Aston Villa. Now, if they keep Jack Grealish, they literally just signed Ollie Watkins from Brentford, which is, he was unbelievable in the Championship, as I've heard. I've watched a bit of it, but he's still been sick from what I watched of him, which is a small margin. I think they'll just have enough quality again and finish in the exact same position as they did last season. And who knows, if they get 17th place, maybe they can push 10th place the following season after that. So, 16th place, I've gone for... Actually, forgotten. I've gone for Leeds. Another controversial one. Yeah, Marcel Bielsa ball, whatever you want to call it, okay? He hasn't managed in the Premier League. Yes, he's a great coach. I know that. But I think Leeds are overhyped. Yes, they've made good signings as well. They've signed Rodrigo, and they've kept quite a lot of their players. They've made everyone happy. There's probably a lot more Leeds signings there, but I can't see them pushing mid-table. I could be an idiot, But everyone's going to be an idiot in May, because no one's going to get every single team right. But yeah, I've gone for them for 16th place. Now, 15th, I really don't like this team. I don't like how they play. It's Brighton Hove Albion. They've got Graham Potter under their arms. I just feel like they'll just be okay. You know, they'll just be okay. Who knows? They might have like a really solid end or start, and then just kind of crumble. But I think they'll just be comfortable like they were last season. Well, not comfortable, but just comfortable in not being in the relegation race or battle. So yeah, 14th, I've gone for West Ham. Now, I think this is quite a reasonable prediction for them. Obviously, they've still got Antonio, who's in fine form. West Ham haven't done exactly a lot of business. I mean, I could be wrong, but I haven't seen them sign that top quality player. I think they'll just be enough, like comfortable like Brighton, and yeah, that's why I've gone for them in 14th position. Now 13th, I've gone for Burnley, which is a couple of places lower than they finished last season. I feel like, yes, Pope will still be a quality goalkeeper. I think he'll stay for one season and then he'll move on. But I kind of feel like maybe teams might read Burnley a little bit better, but Burnley will be very comfortable. I don't think they'll just have a mediocre season. I don't think they're gonna have a poor form like in certain periods. I think it'll just be like one win, and then maybe a couple of losses against top sides, maybe a draw against the top side, and you know how it goes. So yeah, and 12th place, I've gone for the heroics of last season, the underdogs. By the way, I put Sheffield United 20th, and yes, I've just given it away. Yes, I've gone for Sheffield United in 12th position. Now, teams be like, maybe people might argue that they've read Sheffield United a lot better than they did last season. But yeah, that's why I've gone for like a couple of positions lower. I feel like it'll just be quality again. I think, who knows, Chris Wilder might come up with another tactical masterclass and just overcome against the top sides in the Premier League. So yeah, and 11th place is might be a bit low for some people, but who knows? Newcastle. They've quality signings: Fraser, Jamal Lewis from Norwich, Callum Wilson, and I think that's it. They're also looking at Sumar from Lille. They've had a 30 million bid rejected, I believe, from like a source, but it could be bullshit, but who knows. Yeah, I think they'll have maybe like a kind of a poor start, but I think they'll get their rhythm going and then get a solid mid-table spot. But you know, they could be higher, they could be a little lower for some people. So yeah. Now next one, 10th place. You could argue they were like the underdogs, or like, oh, I didn't expect the surprise package. I've gone for Southampton in 10th. I think Danny Ings will have another solid season. I don't think he'll get as many goals, but he'll still be very quality. They've also built a nice midfield. Ward-Prowse, Stuart Armstrong. I mean, if you're saying this 2 seasons ago, Lewis, you're like, what are you talking about? But I think people may agree or may argue that this season they're looking a lot more comfortable. Maybe they could upgrade a few centre backs. Shea Adams has gone back into form. I mean, who knows what he's going to do? It's like, it's anyone's game, anyone's bet. You know, you could bet anything. Anything can happen. He could be like, who knows? He could have a Danny Ings season, or he could have a Joe Linton season. You know, so he obviously had a Joe Linton season before lockdown, but then lockdown he was more like a Danny Ings, wasn't he? So yeah, that's why I've gone for 10th position, Southampton. 9th place, I've gone for Leicester. I think this is like a common prediction for Leicester in 9th position from other people. I just feel like they're just going to be, I think that lockdown form will just get to them, and I think that's why they may battle for Europa League, and they might even get it, who knows. But I don't think they'll have that cutting edge. I think Vardy, I don't think he'll be top goal scorer, this season again, like he was last. So yeah, that's why I've gone for the 9th. 8th place, Everton, could argue have had the best transfer window. I mean, obviously it's not closed yet, but obviously I think Chelsea my beloved side have had a better transfer window. But anyways, on to the topic of Everton. They signed James Rodriguez, Alan Decore, I think a couple more. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's quality signings. And if they don't get top 8, I think that's just a joke. Everton will just be called Joke FC. Do not overhype FC. But yeah, I think they might even get you. They could get Europa League. I think it'll be a battle between Leicester, Wolves, Tottenham, Arsenal. Not maybe Arsenal might even push the top 4, but who knows? Anyways, so yeah, I've gone for 8th place Everton. 7th place, I've gone for Wolves. At the 3rd season in a row they finished 7th. I feel like they might just miss out on Europa League again, or they could push higher. They could get 5th. Who knows? Who knows what could happen next season? They could even be in the top 4. But they've obviously, like I said, they haven't got Europa League, so they can rest a lot more. Well, they can't really rest, but they can play a lot more players without resting as much. Like Jimenez, because they were heavily reliant. They signed, Fabio, which if they play 2 up front with Fabio and Jimenez, and then Jota and Traore or Podence or Pedro Neto, that's a really nice attack there. Attacking threat. But yeah, I just feel like they might slip up a bit from Europa League and get 7th. 6th place, I've gone for hate this team. Tottenham. People might say you're being biased, Lewis. Why aren't you putting Tottenham higher? They've had an okay transfer window, quite a decent one. They signed Højbjerg from Southampton, and they signed Doherty out from Wolves. Which are decent signings. They're very decent. But I just feel like Tottenham again, they'll have that inconsistent spree. I think they'll have that period, and then they'll just be decent enough to get comfortable in the Europa League spot. So yeah, 5th place. I've gone for Arsenal. They've got obviously Aubameyang. They signed Willian, and they've signed Gabriel, and they've signed another centre back. I think I can't remember, or they might not. I don't know. I can't remember. my brain's just gone blunt. But yeah, they've made decent signings, and I think they'll get a very comfortable Europa League spot, automatic qualification. They might even challenge. You could argue they push for top 4, which could happen, could not. Who knows, right? It's anyone's game. And 4th place, I've gone for Manchester United, the Want Sancho FC, as I like to call them, before the season starts tomorrow. They've signed Van der Beek and agreed personal talks for Sancho. So, but yeah, they'll get 4th, I think, because they have quality. Their quality attack. I mean, if I don't know, Greenwood could be training for the under-17s, and like in a couple of months. I don't know, but yeah, but that Rashford, Martial, Bruno, and Greenwood is a great combination. And I do hate United, but you've got anyone who can admit that United have got a nice attacking force, and if they do get Sancho, which I don't think will happen, then they could push 3rd or 2nd. But moving on to 3rd, I mean, it's like rotation for other people. Like, people have got them, scattering around the top 3. Gone for Manchester City. Now, this could be the most controversial thing I've said of the video, looking back when it's May, or whenever the season finishes. They've signed Ake from Bournemouth, and they've signed Ferran Torres from Valencia. Now, I think another youngster from the Spanish league itself. I just feel like they have an inconsistent spree, and I think Aguero's just going to pick up another injury, or who knows if De Bruyne picks up another injury. He's their best player. You can't argue. I mean, maybe if Sterling's a little bit better, he could be pushing De Bruyne, but De Bruyne is the best player in Manchester City side, which hurts me to say as a Chelsea fan, but there you go. So I've gone for them in third position. Now, second place. Who have I put second place and first? I've literally been kicking myself for what to decide. I've gone for Chelsea. I really hope we get first, but let's go second. Let's go second. I mean, anyone can say that Chelsea, my team, have had the best transfer window of the season in the world. I mean, you know, Everton might be pushing there, but we've signed Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Thiago Silva, Ben Chilwell, Hakim Ziyech. You know, it's quality. It's quality. We've even signed a free on Mailing Son, who sent him on loan, getting experience. You know, we can do this. We can do these stuff without a transfer ban. And we've gone wild. Like we've missed making transfers, and you know, it just goes to show you. I mean, I agree with the statement. Making signing doesn't necessarily make you a better team. That is true, but I just feel like that's too much quality, and I think it'll be a title race between Manchester City, Chelsea, and then first I've gone for obviously Liverpool. They'll just have enough quality, I swear. If it's another season of a 20-point gap, Liverpool, just like, I really hope I don't get this prediction right. But their front three will be quality. I mean, they might even focus on winning the Champions League again, maybe a FA Cup or a League Cup. But yeah, I've gone for first Liverpool. They've signed, I can't remember his name, he's a Greek left back, Tugekimolis. I can't pronounce the name, but I can't exactly remember how to spell it either. But yeah, I've gone for first Liverpool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoy the weekend, the opening Premier League weekend itself. Hopefully you guys make the right decisions for the FPL. Speaking of FPL, I've actually replaced Son and gone for Havertz. And replaced Walker Peters and gone for Reece James. I've gone for a triple Chelsea, and now this is either gonna go one way. It's either gonna completely fail or completely skyrocket up the league. But who knows? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to Wing Lads. Join the community, lads. Yep.